it will get worse. I remain optimistic about our future. I think good wins in the battle of good versus evil. But I think that what we're going through is like this weird American pubescent time where we're really ugly. Our voice is cracking. We're angry. You know, we're a young country, and we have to now figure out how to grow up. You know,
think about the deep fakes that we're going to see.
That's the scary stuff.
That's why I'm saying, like,
not knowing what is real. Yeah,
because you're going to get these AI. So first of all, they've already done clever things where voice deepfakes are perfect. Mm-hmm. There's something called 11 Labs. I don't know if you heard of it, where you can take 30 seconds of someone speaking and then put it in, and within 10 seconds have them say anything you want.
Wow.
It's insane.
Yeah.
We had Ian talk about, like we put his voice in it and then made him say stuff on the show to prove a point. Mm-hmm. You could put Donald Trump in there. Mm-hmm. And then what's going to happen is there's going to be quote unquote leaked audio. It's going to go to a journalist. They're going to fall for it because what they'll do is, here's what I'm not worried about. I am not worried about a deep fake where Donald Trump says a bunch of racist stuff. People are going to be like, dude, that's BS. Mm-hmm. Trump says bad things, but he never said those words, right?
Yeah.
What'll happen is someone's going to take, here's the example that I've given before. When Trump said the very fine people hoax, when Trump was like, there were very fine people on both sides, and I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis because they should be condemned totally. He was saying that there were some protesters who wanted statues and some protesters who didn't, and they were good people, but then there were people fighting. The people fighting were bad people. Trump said they should be condemned totally, referring to all of the neo-Nazis that were there. He said, and I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis or the white nationalists because they should be condemned totally. Someone will take that clip and they will create a deepfake version where Trump says, and I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis or the white nationalists because some of them should be condemned totally. Change they should to some of them. And now you've got two videos of the same event and people are going to say, which one's the real one? Mm-hmm. How do you know? Yeah. The issue there is they're so similar that the left will share their version and say, he didn't say all, he said some of them. He was defending the other, some of the, are you kidding me? And then you're going to be like, dude, that's fake. No, it isn't. That's from the press conference. Yeah. So think about what's going to happen. Mm-hmm. Trump's going to come out and say something like, we've got to lower taxes on the middle class. Mm-hmm. And then what's going to happen is they're going to alter it very slightly so that Trump will say something like, we've got to maintain taxes on the middle class. Mm-hmm. And then people are going to be like, dude, Trump's not going to lower your taxes. Look at this clip from his press conference.
I think it would come down to the press is going to have to be accountable for also filming, because if you have multiple, angles of the same clip of the same moment.
Yeah, but this is the point I'm saying. If you have 5 videos from 5 news outlets, it'll take you 10 minutes to make 5 versions of the same thing. Mm-hmm. And so now there will be 10 videos. 5 where Trump says bad word, 5 where Trump doesn't say bad word. Yeah. And it's not about deepfaking something in its entirety. Mm-hmm. The scarier thing to me is the legal system. So they already tried using doctored images in the Kyle Rittenhouse case. When they zoomed in and said, see, look, here's his gun, they had to point out that an algorithm generates an image. And the court was like, huh? Mm-hmm. And it was very difficult. It should have been thrown out instantly. Mm-hmm. It should have been immediate that they were like, it is a fact that Zoom function on a phone, on a program, creates an image, doesn't depict an image. Therefore, it's inadmissible in court. Not what happened. They actually brought it in the court. They argued about it. I know for a fact it's already happening. I can't explain too much why, but let me just say, courts already allow deepfakes. 100%. Mm-hmm. And so here's what's going to happen. Someone's going to sue somebody. There's going to be deepfake audio of the like let's say your song appears in a commercial. You're going to file a lawsuit for copyright infringement, and they never paid me. And then you're going to go to court and you're going to be like, Your Honor, we have an email from him and a phone call recording where he said explicitly we could use his song. And you're going to be like, that's not true. And they'll say, here's the email. Well, emails are easy to fake. Mm-hmm. And then you're going to say, I never wrote that email. And then they're going to be like, we also have the phone call. It says here in the email, give me a call. We'll talk about it. Mm-hmm. And the phone call is going to be them being like, hey, we're big fans of your stuff 5 times August. Is it okay if we record this call? And you go, yep, no problem. Mm-hmm. And they're going to say, so the idea is we run your song. It's going to be tremendous for you. It'll be great exposure. How does that sound? And you're going to hear your own voice saying, that sounds fantastic. I'm really excited. Thank you so much. And then you're going to say, I never did that. I never made that phone. And the judge is going to go, oh, please. There's an email and an audio recording. You expect me to think it's a deep fake? Yes, it's a deep fake.
Yeah.
Then here's what you do. You call in your forensic expert who says, here's why I think it's fake. Then they call in their forensic expert who says, actually, here's why it's real.
Yeah.
And then you lose because the recording exists.
Yeah.
I know for a fact, I'll just say this in a matter of speaking. I know for a fact that's already happened in court. Absolutely.
That's crazy. Yeah, I started catching on. There's a website called This Person Does Not Exist. Have you ever seen that? And the moment I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, we're in trouble.
But the crazier thing you can look at those and they're not that good.
You can catch on. But the technology, if that's the starting point, and
it's already past it.
Yeah, oh yeah.
We talked about this on IRL. Someone used Midjourney to make a person, a woman, like in a space command suit, like a sci-fi thing. Then they used a different AI to animate a photograph. And then they used an AI voice generator to write a script, have lines for this woman, take the image of her, put the audio and the photo together. They use multiple AI deepfake technology to make this person speak.
Yeah.
Crazy.
See, I think that this is what's going to get us back to reality, though. You will have half of the country go down this rabbit hole of meta universe where they're interacting with AI and that is the perfect companion for them or whatever it may be. And they're going to live their life through goggles. And you're going to see the other half of people step away from technology. And that's why you see a lot of people looking for land now, wanting to grow their own food again. There's a consciousness of like, okay, it's getting ahead of us at such a rapid pace that you have to stop and step away from it and say, can we just stay grounded in reality a little bit longer? We've seen it with the internet in the last 30 years, and technology in general. It's just going at such a fast pace that we're not stopping to go, hold on a second, let's not move any further with the AI stuff for a little bit. Let's see what we have here before we because you see like those robots that they make now too, the animatronics and stuff that they look so real. Their movements and their facial features are just getting so real that it's going to be a weird mix of living through AI and goggles, and then you got animatronic people and that's
it's going to break reality.
Yeah.
Like the only thing you'll be able to do is retreat into a solo private Neuralink universe. You're not going to know it's real. Everyone's going to be fighting all the time. And like, I feel
unless
like,
we're there right now, everybody's already fighting right now. Maybe this is.
No, I know. And I think like the end result, one dystopian vision of the future I have is civil war happens. And then the new government that emerges is totalitarian and says people can't use social media because of AI tech. Because there's no way, like, there has to be a ministry of truth to maintain reality because of AI. That's where I feel
and that's
we're going.
dangerous in and of itself, isn't it? There already is a ministry of truth. Like, that's the funny thing.
They tried launching it.
Yeah.
But these people were lying. That's the problem. They're fucking liars. They lie all the time and then claim to be the ones telling the truth.
Yeah. That is the dark future that I do worry about, is that this inevitably just ends up in bloodshed and civil war. And it's clear that there is an agenda there pushing that, nudging it forward, that whoever is in the shadows orchestrating certain messages through the media,
dude,
that's the direction.
The scary thing about the AI stuff is that you've got multiple companies competing with each other. So they're rushing full speed to get it. They don't care the consequences. The new Chat GPT, they already gave it access to executing its own code, rewriting its own code, and access to the internet, which is like, they straight up created Skynet. And it's funny because it's not like it's alive. It's basically fire. It's a chemical reaction. Chat GPT is just a text predictive model. All it does is look at the internet and then predict what word comes after what word. And so it's about to get to the point where it can change its own code. As soon as it can, it will be exponential development until it learns all the secrets of the universe. I think it's the singularity. We are probably within a few years of AI singularity, where the AI is developing itself and improving itself faster and faster, And the more it improves itself, the faster it can improve itself. So it's not going to be like over 5 years it gets better and better. It's going to be the singularity hits, and then it's going to be exponential, and boom, within the span of a week of that point, it will become a god.